Something very weird is happening on the internet right now. People with laptops and unresolved childhood issues are suddenly making movies, music, animated series, short films, entire universes. And a lot of it is happening completely outside the traditional gatekeepers. All over the world, creators are building things from bedrooms, garages, tiny apartments, Discord servers, and overheating computers that sound like they're trying to achieve orbit. And honestly, some of the most interesting art on the internet right now is coming out of this scene. Not because the tools are magic, but because for the first time, a lot of people who never had access to giant budgets or studio systems can finally bring the things in their heads into the world. And if you've been paying attention, you can feel it. A real creative scene is starting to form. But there's also a problem. A lot of independent creators are still building completely alone. One channel, one audience, one algorithm. And lately, that started feeling more dangerous than ever. Over the last few weeks alone, we've seen creators getting demonetized, buried, or suddenly hit by systems that can't always tell the difference between mass-produced AI slop and actual human-made experimental art. And that changes the conversation. Because if your entire creative future depends on one channel surviving forever, that's a pretty fragile system. So the question became, what if creators stopped acting like isolated islands and started building a network, not a corporation, not some weird soulless content factory where everybody starts sounding the same, a real creator-driven ecosystem. Shared discovery, shared infrastructure, shared visibility, a place where creators can still build their own worlds while also being connected to something larger than themselves. That idea became the AICCA network. And one of the most important things about it is this: creators are not expected to manage another full-time channel. Most people are already overwhelmed. They're writing, editing, animating, prompting, uploading, marketing, troubleshooting, fighting algorithms, and trying to survive in a landscape that changes every 6 minutes. The last thing anybody needs is another full-time obligation. That's why creators can contribute as little as one piece of content a month to their playlist. One song, one short film, one experiment, one strange little transmission from their universe into ours. In exchange, they gain additional visibility, connection to a broader ecosystem, and diversification in a time when putting all your hopes into a single platform can feel increasingly risky. And maybe most importantly, creative freedom stays with the creators. Once somebody is selected for the network, that means we already believe they're the right fit. Creators do not clear videos through me. They do not ask permission to experiment. There's no committee deciding whether something is on brand. If it follows YouTube's terms of service, the creative decisions belong to them. Because this is not about building a sanitized corporate media machine. It's about building trust between creators. And lately, something incredible has started happening. Creators are starting to find each other. Channels like AIDIY, platforms like AI Play, artists, musicians, filmmakers, storytellers, curators. Little by little, the connective tissue is forming. This week, we were honored to be selected as one of the 5 featured AI artists by Matt St. Onge and AIDIY. Felt like proof that this scene is real, proof that independent AI creators are beginning to build something together. And maybe that's the future. Not isolated creators all screaming into the void alone, but networks, scenes, communities, human beings helping each other survive long enough to make something meaningful. The tools may be powered by AI, but the movement is powered by people. And if you're one of the creators out there building something strange, funny, emotional, experimental, or honest, there's room for you here. Welcome to the network.
Welcome to AIDIY.
Welcome to the network.